Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Parliament is abuzz with rumour and speculation, with people expressing opinions, with people saying, oh, I think this is going to happen, or I think that's going to happen, or something definitely isn't going to happen. It's all up in the air. There's much going on, and no one really knows exactly the truth. But there are some consensus ideas starting to form. We know, for example, that Starmer is definitely going to be having a reshuffle. That is now beyond any question of doubt. Who goes up, who goes down, who goes out, who goes to another place, all remains a mystery. It's likely that Lisa Nandy will be gone to the back benches. She's proved to be an absolute car crash. Every time she goes on TV, she makes an absolute fool of herself and the party. She drops everyone in it. She hasn't got a clue what she's doing, but she does come across as an incredibly stupid woman, so we shouldn't really be surprised at that. I could see Nandy going. Bridget Phillipson, likewise, clearly Marxist, clearly damaging, unpopular with the parents of children. Another one who has basically failed. She's tried to push agenda that's been rejected time and time again by parents, by teachers, by everyone involved. So, yes, Bridget. Then, of course, there is the one that we all think will go, Rachel Reeves. Now, there's some speculation about this, and I'm going to tell you what the two main ones are. There's one school of thought that says that Starmer can't get rid of her. If he gets rid of his chancellor so early, it will reflect badly on him, and it may lead to his sudden downfall. That's one school of thought. There's another school of thought which says her very presence is damaging to him and that he should cut his losses and go, but then blame having her there because of on her lies and saying he was misled, which I think is probably what's going to happen. Certainly, she can't really last. But Kwasi Kwarteng is saying that Starmer may choose not to fire her because of the damage it would be there. He said she's tied inextricably to him. He says, having been in that role, he understands the relationship, he says, between a chancellor and a prime minister. It's the closest in Parliament. Tend to lose one, you lose the other. They go like hand in glove. However, again, there are rumours, and I do believe my good friend Lee Preston journalist touched upon this earlier. And the big rumour, the biggest rumour that's going, and again, speculation and rumour, we must clear that out. It is definitely speculation and rumour, but it is strong speculation, strong rumour, is that Reeves has been invited into number 10 for a little conversation, an interview without the offer of coffee, as they say, and that she's been basically told she's fired, she's going and she's out, but she will be allowed to save her dignity by making an announcement on Monday or Tuesday to the effect that the story around her is becoming a distraction. She doesn't want to take away from the direction of travel the Labour are trying to do. So she reluctantly is going to resign to allow the press to concentrate not on her but on Labour policies. Personally, I think that's the last thing the Labour Party would want, is the press actually looking at their policies. But hey, so yes, it looks like Rachel will be going, and will have that face-saving option of, jumping rather than pushed. But undoubtedly pushed. But who would come in? Now, again, the current theory is that they would get Yvette Cooper to become Chancellor. Why not? She's failed in every other job. She may as well fail as Chancellor. They can't, of course, move the Growler as Deputy Prime Minister. She's put in place by the NEC, and Starmer's got no control over that. The Politburo decided that they want Angela Rayner as the Deputy Prime Minister. I mean, just look at the difference. In America, you've got the Vice President, J.D. Vance, Over here, we've got the Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner. There's a hell of a difference, isn't there? Hell of a difference. The Home Secretary change, will he, though? This is the important one. Will he take the opportunity of dumping Lammy the Oaf? I'd be very surprised if he did, but he really needs to. He has come out and said, oh no, Lammy will be there the full 5 years. But Lammy's destructive. Lammy's damaging to Britain's relationship with its partners all over the world. So if he had sense, he would shift Lammy and get Lammy into some kind of position of no authority whatsoever. Backbench Lammy. He's too thick. This is the trouble. But who do you put in there in his place? The trouble with Labour is you've got no one of talent. But there's one person who absolutely must go. And that's Red Ed Miliband and his ideologically warped view of what Britain should be. We've had the news of a massive gas reserve found, and he's saying, no, I'm going to block it up. I'm going to concrete over it. So not only can it not be used now, it can never be used. The man's a fucking lunatic. It could be the last gas reserve in the world, but his ego, hubris, and sheer prickishness has said we can't use it. He's denying future generations access and things like that because he's so filled with his own sense of his shit not stinking. This is obviously someone battered at school. He was so bullied at school, and now look at him. I'm going to do this now. I mean, the way he speaks, the way he looks, definitely bullied at school. Got that little bit of power, and he's pushing it out and trying to be the big important man now. I'm going to wield power. And yet we all just look at him. And you know what? When he was at school, people in school probably just looked at him and went, wanker. And you know the thing is, people now look at him, grown up. It's been, 30 years, 40 years, Ed? You're still a wanker. People still look at you and go, what a prick. I'm going to stop future generations using gas because I'm a cock, He's got no control over the future. He doesn't know what's going to come. Tell you what will come. We'll be living in a pre-fire civilization, digging little tunnels, looking for root vegetables, eating worms, if we're lucky. That's what he has for us, just to make sure that China can carry on poisoning the world. But the guy is an absolute blob of semen, He really is. There's nothing of him. I absolutely loathe him with every inch of my being. The destruction he would wreak on this system, on our economy and on our civilization. Hospitals closing because they've got no energy. People dying because they've got no power. That's Red Ed's future. Well, I tell you what, send Red Ed off and go and live on an island, right? Don't give him 2 sticks to light a fire with. Say, no, Ed, you've got to keep warm using, the sun. Off you go, son. See how long he lasts, The man's a lunatic. Anyway, big change is coming. We think Reeves is gone. We'll find out Monday or Tuesday. Watch this space. Thanks a lot. Bye.